You're on.
Hello, I'm Ryan. Today I'll be making a cheese risotto. Risotto is a type of rice from arborio rice, and it's similar to like a pilaf method. It's like riding a bike. You know, it takes time, it takes patience, and concentration. I started off with onions, garlic. I sauteed that for about 3 to 5 minutes, and I added in the rice until it became like a nice golden brown, a little bit toasty. After that, I gradually added in chicken stock, and when you add in the stock, the starch is released from the rice to make it nice and creamy, and the consistency becomes very nice. And right here, I have my chicken stock heating up with my rice. I'm going to add in a little bit of stock at a time. And the trick is not to add in a lot, because it doesn't let the starches release and become a nice consistency. Once you add in the stock, it becomes nice and creamy, and the consistency doesn't become like glue. I added in that. Add a little more stock to that. And the trick is to stir it a lot. You can't really let it sit very long because it becomes like a paste, which is not a good consistency, and it doesn't become very neat at all. Also, this dish I'm using Parmesan cheese and Parmesan Reggiano. Sorry. You can add in all sorts of things. You can add in mushrooms, you can add in butternut squash, you can add in pumpkin, you can make a pesto. There are many, many different ways to make it. I'm just going for very, very simple, standard risotto. I'm also going to be adding heavy cream in at the end. That you do not have to use at all. I personally like it because it becomes nice and creamy, and I just personally enjoy that. Now I'm just letting the liquid evaporate for a little bit longer. Again, you should always stir it and not let it sit for very long. It smells pretty good. Now once I'm almost ready for my cheese and my cream. I'm just going to wait a few more seconds for the liquid to evaporate so it doesn't become very soupy. Adding in my Parmesan cheese, I add in about 1/4 cup. And Parmesan Reggiano, also 1/4 cup. And the cheese is pretty salty, so you don't really need to add in a lot of salt afterwards. It's important to taste it and make sure. The cream will also help mellow it out as well. Once the cheese melts, this is 1/4 cup, and I'm going to add in a little bit just to make sure the consistency is nice, and just again add in a little liquid at a time, not too much. Alright, that's looking pretty good so far. I think I added in enough cream. Ready for my plate presentation right here. Again, I'm just going to give it a couple more seconds to help the liquid evaporate so it's not very soupy. fresh chopped parsley. I'm just going to sprinkle on the garnish. And here we are. This is our cheese risotto. Thank you. My cooking to yours. Have a good evening.
Very nice, Ryan. Very nice.
Thank you.
Do we have any questions for Ryan today? Any from our esteemed panel in the back? I have a question. What makes the arboro rice so different from other rices that we have out on the market today?
Arboro rice, it helps by adding in the liquid. It helps the starches release and become a nice consistency, and it becomes nice and creamy. Rather than other rices, it just becomes it just holds together.
It actually absorbs more liquid. That's why the arboro rice is so great. It absorbs more liquid, so you get it doesn't get overcooked. It's very slowly with a lot of liquid in it, and it absorbs those rices. Like strip them 4 times its size by the time it's done. It's very good. That's why they use arboro rice. Very nice, Ryan. Very nice. Very nice.